All right, hey collective. I think I got it a little cozy in here. Now I want to play with the cards some more. I'm actually doing a reading, maybe 4 or 5 later from the last read, but this will be posted the next day. But I want to see if they got any more surprises for me. Those readings was pretty good. Let me see. I want to pull from the same cards. See if what else come out. Let me see. Now remember, only take what resonates and leave the rest. Now I want us to reply to a comment. Now, of course you got a lot of theories out here. And now the Knight of Swords. And I'm gonna honor it because it's out here in reverse. And I don't know if this got anything to do with what I was just about to say. Now, this could be a retraction of a thought, because Temperance is here. Now, I know that you have his story through the eyes of the colonizer, and this is what we have to keep in mind. The plagiarizing, the manipulation, whitewashing, changing history, identities, confirmation. How could you believe anything? Now, the origins in regards to where life began in Africa, I don't believe that. I believe that's a lie, a straight up lie. I don't believe anything in regards to his story. I'm trying to understand her story, my story. And I mean that, in the best respectful way possible. There's a lot of great information in books, but it's perspective. A lot of it. Genealogy and all that stuff, you have to think about when they out here digging up these architects and why is it always black people? Why it ain't never white people? Why is it always regarding us, black people? Why? And where are they digging at? If Africa was full of resources and all this, the greatest country in the world, so plentiful, why everybody want to come to America? Why do everybody want to come to America? Maybe you need to ask that question. The biggest pyramids is right here in America. Now, I don't know. I don't honor these cards. They all over the place, but I guess they meant to be that way. Now, this is some thought in regards to the past. I see something balancing out. I see a new beginning. Now we got 6 cups, which actually do represent the past. This is Buddha sitting up under the tree, tapping in the spirit. And a fish out of water coming to provide some new information. Bring you in balance. Now we can even reflect on that last reading that we just had in regards to the masculine and feminine energy, Christ consciousness. That's what I'm finna pull from again. Let's see. I don't believe nothing that the colonizer said. Nothing. nothing. Why would I believe a thief, a liar, a cheater? The people that's in power, that got this world in the state that it's in. Why would I believe anything that they got to say? Why would I even give them my energy? Why would I fuel the beast? Regurgitate his theory. I ain't gonna do it. Look at that. Discernment. Look at that. Now that we've seen temperance energy, 14. Now 14, I don't know what it actually means. Maybe it got something to do with the 14th Amendment. That's the first thought that came to my mind when I was trying to figure out what spirit keep trying to tell me with this 14. Now a lot of us could be seeing 14, angel number, but the root chakra. We get into the root of some things. Right there with the heart. That represents the heart. Because it's centered, it's balanced, discernment. 24, expansion. Let's see. Got healing. 29. Something coming. I like that it's 29. Now what was that? That blew my mind. I was like, wow. Because there ain't no way in the world that the person that made the cards could ever know, what was going to be taking place at this time. Ain't no way. But I can't think of it right now. I was like, what the world is going on? Now we got perception here. And I think that has a lot to do with this in reverse. Now I listen to a lot of information that go out there. A lot of it might even make sense. But I told you, I don't conform and maintain any ideology. I'm open. Now it came back out, and then we got the throat chakra. Yeah, it got something to do with this. I'm telling you. Now the throat represents everything at this part right here. The eye, the way you see things, your crown. It's all up in there. And it's the 5th dimension. Ooh, spirit, speak to me. And it's the 5th dimension. Let me see what's going on. It was another deck that I pulled from first, wasn't it? Or was it these? It was something else. Was it these? Maybe. Let me see. Let me see. Ready to talk. Now we have open door. It's entering into a new paradigm. The Christ within. I was trying to listen to what the words was on that, but I couldn't make it out. On that little song, y'all probably heard it. I couldn't make it out. And we have Judah. The deception. Right here on this. And remember, on that cross was the thief. What was it? The liar and the savior? Let me see. The deception. right here on healing. And here, number 11 to make it so bad. He's the 11th card. And we also got 32, second trinity, could be. Let me see. So I guess we're going to take, let me see. I don't know if I want to take both. Oh, we got the world card, which is good. And this is unity. And this is also the number 5, which is the Magi. Signs of the divine timing. Right here on the 2 of Cups. Huh. It sounds like it's going to be loud. I'm just listening to all that music out there. I'm talking about it got the earth shaking. And look at the pyramid in the background. The fire. Now I look like Judah is contemplating. It might be healing. Let me see. Contemplating something. Coexistence and tolerance with unity at the bottom of the deck. A lot of blue showing up. I'm trying to think. I forgot what cards that I pulled from. It was something else. I'm pretty sure it was. What was it? Spirit? Oh, let me see. Nurture. I'm pretty sure that was it. Now we got 29 down here a couple of times. I don't know if it was that one or that one. Now we got the Leo. The number 5. 555 could be relevant here. And I see entrance wanting to come out. Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, this is pretty good too. It's the pinnacle. It's the mid-heaven. This is all about moral ethics, how you show up to capture this society that we're living in. And I see a rebirth with dignified strength. 13, rebirth. Now let me see what Spirit want to talk about. Let's read the open door first. Let's read it. Now, I don't know why they want to, I can't stand that. You know, I can't stand the ghetto-ness of people that just think that everybody want to just listen to all of that. You know? It's like, get it together. Now, open doorways await with accessibility to Christ's energy and guidance that is non-dimensional. You know, not holding on to any one belief. Does not have to be tied to a church or any situation. It is compatible with any other belief system. And it is your personal invitation to a closer connection to Him. Now, Him, you know, I could beg to differ on that Him part, you know. But anyway, for the sake of the book, we'll just go with it. Now, the door is never closed. It is not manned by anyone, and no one is barred entry. It is open to all, regardless of creed, color, class, and individual perspective. It also places no judgment on what you have been or done, and it holds no record of wrongdoing. Rather, it celebrates your wishes to elevate your consciousness and seek deeper spiritual nourishment. You are warmly welcome. All that is required is that you dust off your feet and enter through its portal to holy ground. You may come alone or be carried by another, or you may bring someone, because there is room for all, and there will never be no room available at the end. Is that right? And there will be, I don't know, maybe that's a typo. But anyway, here it is, sacred pastures. You will find anything that you seek to bring you back into harmony and balance. This may be the reset you require, silence and stillness, or laughter. Whatever you need is here and always for your highest good. You will want to become a better version of who you are now, inspired by the best you can be, taking seriously your commitment to spiritual development and relishing the opportunity to evolve and grow in the presence of Christ consciousness. During his time on earth, Jesus never turned anyone away. He made himself available to any person in need. When asked to heal a leper, he did. Ooh. When those judged by others, okay, he gives them his undivided attention. He attended those in deep grief, and when invited to a happy occasion, he also gladly participated. There is no part of your life that needs to be hidden from him, and no aspect of who you are that bars you from Christ's love, attention, and care, nor any problem, whether small or large. Do not allow fears or insecurities to alter what you think is possible, and do not let societal or family patterning think you cannot seek a personal connection with your higher self. Old paradigm thinking taught old paradigms and thinking taught you that you had to be chosen to in some way of sacrificing something to gain his presence. But this is redundant and ego-led. Rather, he walks beside all who seek his company, time and love always appearing humbly to help serve you, seeing all as worthy and seeing their divinity within. Now, of course, I think that Christ consciousness is a way of being, rather a person. It's the self. It's a belief. It's a knowing that you are the God, that there is no need for a middleman, that you have that connection. Just like I could tap in, you could tap in. You don't need nobody to connect directly to the source. The door is always open once you tap into the root, the shadow. Face your fears, the deception in regards to his story. It says right now you are at this doorway in your life and are invited to open to something greater, to your connection, to your higher self, to either deepen an existing connection or discover your higher self for the first time, and to your own Christ self. See how the person, I'm kind of changing it up, but I just want to make my stance clear. Now that's just me. You can hold on to whatever you need to hold on to. I'm not forcing anything, but I got to be true to myself as well. Now it says right now you are at the doorway, either to deepen this connection to your higher self, or to still seek out the middleman. Now it said, allow the grace of love to sweep over you, soak into your skin, muscles, bones, filling you with Christ-like, strengthening and fortifying you for what is ahead and what's to come. As your heart opens wider, it leads to further doorways and even expanded connections and experience until you realize that the church is you and your body is the temple, and the Christ consciousness dwells there and has made a happy home. Here lives love, and it flourishes as you water it daily, via reflection of good deeds, being there for others, and tending to your own needs with care. Now, I gotta say that it is in reverse. We gotta pay attention to that. Yeah, and it does take time. It really takes time to rewrite the program, to overcome. Yeah. And boy, this is a big problem. That bottle. Because you can't heal if you don't feel. If you're always trying to mask the pain. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a bottle, but a person, a body. Now let's see what Judah is talking about. Now we know what Judah is, but let's just say I kind of like this little book. Now this card is actually associated with the spiritual awakening. Sometimes difficult, but for that to occur, we need souls or situations that are catalysts that lead us there. Yeah, just like his experience. And remember that Judas is just the ego, your own shadow, your own past roams, for the most part. Now it says, the partner who cheats, so we learn self-worth. Exactly. The redundancy that leads to a new career, the absent parent who teaches us independence, the disloyal friend who reveals who our real friends are, the illness that teaches us to make the most of every day. Boy, if this ain't real. This card highlights the soul contract of Judah and asks us to see it was just as important as more historically loved characters whose roles were easier to praise and understand. Identifying who or what has played a Judas archetype in your own life teaches us much about ourselves and our contracts, as well as those who awaken and serve our growth through a more difficult road. Without Judah, there will be no crucifixion, and without that, no rebirth. Now it says Yeshua truly understood that someone had to betray him for his destiny to be fulfilled. And remember that you're the Christ. And all these lessons had to teach you self-worth, how to stand up for yourself. That's why you don't need to get rid of the ego, the shadow. You still need that to defend yourself, because you need to understand all those lessons from that experience so you can peep the red flags, understand the lie. You keep falling for the same BS all the time. How can you believe anything that a liar has to say? When they're constantly showing you right now in today's society that they can't stop lying. They just ain't got it in them. No soul, no heart, no empathy. That's the true definition of a narcissist. That's what we live in. That's what we got to deal with. And everybody all around the world is facing this from their government. Nobody likes their government. Nobody. Now, I don't know about the bots that still participate in this stuff, but yeah. I don't know. I just don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. But anyway. Listen, the show must go on, I guess. The world is truly a stage. I'm talking about wow. And all this stuff that's going on in the media. When do you get a criminal that comes on live TV? Did you see that background? I don't know where it was, but it looked like it was brand new, like the house was just built. I'm talking about the walls was white. Then it was a nice little kitchen back there. Where he at? Where he at? And my eye, because I'm that DIY queen, and I love, decorating stuff. My eyes going right to the scene. You know how when you walk in someone's house, you looking all around, you peeping the scene. I'm like, where is he at? Because that thing looked nice from the background. They done put him up in the new house. Listen, child, I don't even get it. Looking like the Joker with those marks on his face. And to make it so bad, there was 3 of them. 3 on his face. I'm like, what kind of spell work is that? What is going on with that? That's weird. Child, listen. I don't know. Now, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Now anyway, Jesus knew that somebody had to betray him. So we get the gist of this. But let me see what the Magi is talking about. We get the gist, But let me see, because I don't want to hold y'all too long with the reading. I want to get to it. I'm like, that is it. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. I'm still trying to identify those marks on his face. Because he got 1 on the forehead and 2 on the side. And I was trying to look for that image. Wait, let me see. I got an image of it and it looked just like him. I'm talking about exactly like him. Let me see if it's in here. Let me see. Is it in here? Okay, what? Look at the distraction. Look at all that. That's insane. I don't know what book is in. Alright, let's see what the Magi are talking about. Now, the Magi, or the 3 wise men from the east, as they are also known, were among the first to recognize the energy of the Christ, one about to be born. They followed the star to Bethel, set up against the midnight sky to find the honor, the light arriving, trusting that their inner and outer compass will correct and believing in the heaven sent sign that Jesus was the incarnate, and their own intuitive feeling. They did not know where, they did not know when, they did not know where, and they did not know who was yet, but they knew what he signified. The being who would leave the template from which Christ consciousness will be laid forevermore. Now, I believe this is just an awakening because this is all about following your North Node. Now it says, drawing this card may well signify that you are too receiving signs from Spirit to follow your star, to walk towards your dream, destiny, and mission, indicating it's a favorable to move, change, grow, and travel on. But maybe you doubt it, or unsure of the signs, even though divine timing may be very well be here. This is the time to start to trust, to act on the signs you receive, even if, like the Magi, others cannot see what you see. Learn instead to have faith in your own abilities, intuitive feelings, stirring your own soul and sense of premonition. The Magi recommends you to be at one with nature to start, to read her cycles and behaviors. Her story, nature, the way night follows day, and the cloud formations in the sky hurl frost over storms, or the peace of the mellow days, and the heartbeat of the Mother Earth. Knowing what is normal will reveal to you what is extraordinary. The unexpected snow, the welcome rain, the way nature gives us signs all the time, if we are in tune with her ways and heartbeat. Now, that's so crazy because this person gives me the feeling that they very well understand how I feel about the situation of Christ. You know, it's giving me that. But it's almost like she's writing in a way to appease the people that's still caught up in religion. If anybody can sense that. You see how it shifted from talking about Jesus to going to Mother Nature? Because Jesus, and give reverence and acknowledgement to our forefathers or predecessors, but he wasn't the only one. You have many master teachers out here, trying to teach, but they distorted this character. It's like she go in between, and really tapping into one's higher self and going back to the middleman. There's no middleman. There's no middleman. He would be the equivalent of a chief, a pastor. Same thing. You think any of these pastors is going to get up there on that cross for you and die for your sins? No. And that would be his job to do that. You got to do the work, boo. Now it says it is also a sign that Christ consciousness, the light within, is growing, and as such, you are given a purple robe of spirituality to deepen your learning and encouraging you to be the living embodiment of what you seek. It signifies it is the right time to heal and practice the tenets of what it means to be Christ human, to demonstrate forgiveness, not to retaliate, when another betrays you. Now listen. Listen. That's why I had a little skepticism in regards to using this deck and even reading from the book, because or whatever, it ain't no more turning the cheek. It ain't no more turning the cheek. Stand up for yourself. You ain't gonna just let nobody beat you down. You see how they go back and forth in between how she feel? You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand up for yourself. And just let nobody just beat all over you and you just walk away. No. Now it says Jesus was a gift of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to signify greatness and all these qualities to come. So too are you given these etheric gifts of frankincense for prayer and connection, gold for standing and sovereignty, and the myrrh for purification and release. The time is here to claim the life you were born to live, that which is destined in the stars, and of which you are a part. Follow your path and the light that will guide you to where you're meant to be at the perfect time. All is prepared and ready. Your future awaits. You know? Yeah, it's just making me think about police brutality when people be slain by these predators, and then you get these people that get up there and say, I forgive you. They ain't even in the ground yet. They ain't even in the ground yet. It's making me mad. Just continue to let people beat up on you. Not today. Not today. They take people to court all the time, don't they? Ain't that revenge? I'm trying to think what part. I think it was these. Now we got the sea in the hotel. Travelers Retreat. Now I want to say that this is, hospitality. This is making me think about, the comfort. Something in your healing. Now see, is this an elevation from this? Because this is just root chakra energy, ascending. Crossroads. Now that is multiple paths, turning point, divergent roads. It's so crazy that it's on this. Now I gotta pay attention to everything that I just seen, because we got the Judah vacation of some sorts with the Leo. You see some water going on here. We got the sword. Somebody could be traveling with somebody. I don't know. You might want to think about it. I don't know. I just gotta say it. I gotta say what I say. I don't like it. Now, I did say something in regards to fish out of water, because this is giving me two different backgrounds. Something going on. Could be foreign or something like that right there to you. Something different. And the two paths, with this divergent. Now, we did have the choice in between that party and that nightlife or the elevate. It could be that too. Like I said, that somebody could be retracting, going towards something. We do have the root chakra over here, I gotta say it. Now, I think this is about somebody that's about to go on vacation with somebody. All right. I gotta say that. That could. Oh, this was the cards. I know now. And remember, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, because the card talk about vengeance. Now, I think everybody gonna get their karma and dharma. Now, revenge, I wouldn't suggest that anybody do anything that's gonna get you in trouble or locked up or anything like that right there. But yeah, I think everybody need to pay for what they do. Now look at this right here. Look at the first card that's coming out. I'm just gangsta boo with the money in her chest. Now we got the angel and the Judah. Now somebody could be going to, I was going to say Miami. Even though this young Ma, it just made me think of Miami. I don't know why. But Beyonce is here and Luck is here. Somebody love shopping. Somebody love money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. I just feel like some theft. Now, if you are going out somewhere, you want to pay attention to your surroundings or something if you're traveling. I don't know. I just feel like somebody want to steal something. I'm just looking at the way she got that money in her chest. Yeah, somebody thinking about something. It's crazy. You see? Look at that. What's the odds of that lining up like that? Now, this could have already happened. I don't know. But it's so funny that the angel right over to Judah. Now, I want to say it look like you got luck on your side. In regards to some money, Lady Luck is giving me, gambling and casinos and stuff like that right there. You know? March 17th, the Irish St. Patrick's Day. I'm just looking at the clover. That could be significant. Don't have to be. But let me see. There's a lot going on right there. Let me see. The Magician. Now we know that the magician is the one that casts illusions. He's the one that usually walk on this ground. More root chakra energy with the painter and the bard. And look at, you see the bar in the background, the drinks and stuff like that right there. Now we got the seeker, spiritual seeker. Stayed on the deck, the vendor. And the barber is showing up. Now I just get the feeling that somebody might clean up their act. There you go. Right there on the healer of prosperity. With the doctor. Now somebody actually might be going on vacation. It could be going for some type of well, I was gonna say surgery. Or it could be some spiritual retreat as well. Somebody going somewhere. Because we got the singer and we got Beyonce. Now something could have happened at a Beyonce concert. Do she got another concert coming up? I have no idea. But there's something going on. And I don't like it. And I'm only saying it because I this gangsta boo up here. Something ain't right. I'm just say that if you're traveling. Judah of all the cards that'll come out. I see the wrong decision. Think before you act. That's the first card I seen. Now you got sweet success and guardian angel right here with the angel. And it says it's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. It's just about how you go about doing it. And you got mind power. I'm telling you that, lead with your mind. It says reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. And it's right next to this freaking doctor. Right here on the Two of Cups. For money, trying to come up. Who out there spreading this thing for a piece of change? Oh my God. Oh my God. The root chakra. Baby, Lord, listen here, y'all. Listen. Let me see. Yeah. Something is tempting with this little lollipop. Child, listen. Now we got the mature woman in the pathway. The marriage card is showing up. And it came right back out. On the wrong decision. Now, is it a married man? I don't know, boo. Listen, I don't know. This is just funny. Now, this could just indicate, after overcoming some bad behavior over here, maturing pathway, spiritual seeker, coming home to yourself. But it did have wrong decision right there. And maybe this is a wrong decision that you was in the past. Maybe you went into this relationship for money. I don't know. Now, this gangster boo doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but it could be a man. We go into a relationship, for a little come up. The midheaven is here. It's about how you make your money. This one tells you to question your moral ethics and things of that nature. I don't know. Look at that. 5 and 6. Now you could be 56, I don't know. But there's something going on with 5 and 6, because this mature woman is 6. And there's some change in her. Now it could be behavior. Now I want to say that something is getting stronger. Even because the number is elevated, but just the blue, you see, it got a little stronger. Yeah, and it's so crazy that it's like the same type of water color in that. Somebody done growed up a little bit. And then we say the throat chakra, yeah. And that's 5. Now this could be 5 years, 6 years. Ooh. $33. You could be saying 333. I'm just looking at the 3 here, and it's 33 here. But this is South Node energy, 33, the master teacher. But communication, I want to say that that is key. And this communication doesn't necessarily have to be verbally expressed. It's behavior. Now we got follow your dreams as well as spiritual career. Now the throat and the heart. You did see the little purple. It could be crown. I mean, but now somebody might be getting married to somebody. That might be a wrong decision. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let me see. Let's pull from these. Two paths. Forgiveness. Now maybe that's key here. Because I was really at that, wasn't I? Now I do think that forgiveness is powerful. Okay, okay. So in the news, there's the in the Diddy trials, Rock Nation. I think that she is the head of something over there. But anyway, she got a lot of pull in regards to medical records and things. Not medical records, but people that can Baker Act people and stuff like this right here. Like, you know how they did Wendy Williams and Kanye West. You know how they put them in those institutions and conservators or stuff like that right there. But anyway, it's in the news right now. The lady did it to her own daughter because she wanted to separate. I just got a little bit of information, but she wanted to break up the marriage. That's the most part I got about that right there. And she falsified information and got her daughter locked up. Now, it's so much going on in regards to that, and Tory Lanez and a lot of other people that she have did this thing to. But what was I going with that? And it's like, you know how they say honor your mother and your father. Now, do you honor that, or do you get revenge on that? You understand what I'm saying? Do you make her pay for what she done? Or do you just let her, put it in God's hand? No. I just wanted to give an example. Listen, but anyway, the daughter is taking her to court. She's pressing charges and all that kind of stuff. Rather than rather than forgiveness, I don't know if there's another word. I don't know, and I'm just steady paying attention to this page just in reverse. Maybe it's this, healing from the situation because the change is here. Now, I'm not sure if your situation have anything to do with that, but it could be, it's dramatic. Because Judah, that was the ultimate revenge. Because, he was a disciple. But anyway, so somebody close to you. Somebody in your camp. That's why I don't do groups. Maybe that was confirmation. And we got a sense of place with the pathway. And that's your connection to spirit. I don't know what it is. Everybody's situation is different. But there's something going on. And it looks like it's got some money to do with it too. And we have protection. That's crazy. Luck, protection, midheaven, follow your dreams, paths, the magi. Yeah, something about, I see elevation and all of that. The doctor, the ailment. This could be a diagnosis of some sort. But because this wrong decision and this doctor is right here in this marriage, I just want you to be careful, boo. Because there's a lot going on out here in the streets. Move through loss. All right? All right? I mean, they talking about it don't pay to be celibate. Bull crapping. Look at it. The Ace of Pentacles. And it's over here in the past. With all this money in her chest. You see that? Holding on. I see some change. Something coming up out them titties. Something is coming up out of those Chester's. And then we got 44. North Node energy. And this is community, a card of marriages, a sense of place. Love. This could be passion. Or we do have the devil right there, ain't it? Is that? No. Right down the hospitality card. Now, I really think it's a choice here going on in regards to your own behavior. Freedom, liberation. It look like somebody going their own place. Now, maybe you thought this was a sense of place. I don't know. And look at that. The strength card. Right there with the strength card. Somebody really need to tap into their higher self. Now, all this is money. All this is just ching ching. Look at all that. That's just a good damn time. Look at that. Look at all that. That's a good old daggone time right there. That's a lot of money. Now this is moving the transition, moving to move the waters. But we know from the 6, you got to get to the 8, to the 9, to the 10, to the 11, to the 12, to the 13. But there's a transition. Follow your dream. This is dedicated. More pinnacles. God damn, just like everything down here is pinnacle. 4, 6 is 10. And it's 44. Wow. 444. 444. I didn't. Oh, that's 6. I'm sorry. My bad. But 44 right there. Alright, let me see. The lovers and the friendships. The lovers is on the choice. The lovers made the choices. The mature woman, the confidence, the nurturer. And maybe you holding on. This is something changing in regards to this. These friendships. This mature woman. This parlaying. Standing up for yourself. You know, sometimes this could be outside interference in a relationship, if that's what's going on. But it could be so much, because they're turning up. Right next to the lovers and the money. Who am I talking to? Oh, we all been there. We all been there, boo. Look at that. The Hierophant is on the community card. Now, this could represent a belief. Now, we read all that out about belief systems and all that right there, a sense of place, you know, pathway. It could have felt like a sense of home, but I don't know. Something is changing, boo. And I see the elevation from the 4 to the 5. Now, that's a card of marriages, institutions, fraternities, and all that crap. Well, let me see. I see the Emperor and 2 of Swords. There you go. Yeah, maybe you felt left out in the cold. Whoo! Sometimes, yeah, that Judah, that betrayal. And sometimes we gotta be knocked down on our ass to get back up. Because, wow, you got 44 right there, and then you got 55 right here. Wow. If the 6 come out, I'm gonna fall out. showing up. We also have dreams. Now we know it's a little confusion sometimes in those dreams. Community. And we got the magician under protection. Down the magician is over there. That's what you're protected from. The illusions. Yeah, there you go. You know, woke up and smelled the sinker. Now this could be your own bad behavior. The lie, his story. Now I did see somebody might be trying to paint a picture in one way. Magician, he's the master of deception. That's why they want to get you all turned up. Come on, let's go out and have drinks and have you out your mind so they can take advantage of you and stuff like that right there. Now you got foresight. It's like somebody moving forward. Travel, moving abroad. Following your north node. It looks like you're ascending. And look what's there. 2-2. 22. Communication. 10. Perspective. Sincere feelings. Wounded. Yeah, did you see the conversation? You see how that's going at her? Him with the star. The action. Look at that. This is some BS to the past. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, it do look like somebody's moving forward though. I don't know what's necessarily going on. Why every time I get to this channel, y'all can go to any of my other channels. I don't think it necessary to be depicting love as much as it be on this channel. Cause god damn, or friendships or something. Now, 22 is spotlight. Something could be in the spotlight. Again, you could be saying 444, 555, 222, 22, 333, 33, 666, 66. Yeah, 666. Now, I want to say pay attention to the synchronicities. Because all those master numbers, all those master numbers, that's a lot. That's a lot. It do look like some type of illusion is being broken. I see dedication. I don't know. It do seem to be centered around money in the root chakra though. But that's your message. Let me see. I just want to pull from this deck. Let me see. Hey, that was quick. Now right here we got sneaky, secretive, hiding information. Now, of course, that could be on. Look, I told you it had something to do with freaking money. It says, make it rain. Now that also says manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, unexpected money, promotion, and entrepreneur. It also says all that too. And you got the sick and tired, cycles, over it, decisions made. Alright? And at the bottom of the deck is intimacy, passion, coming into union, chemistry, missing you. It could be all, either, or it could just be involving intimacy. And remember, that could be your connection between your spirit and your soul. listen, that was a lot. Now, I didn't think that was going to come out. If you seen the other two readings, what a difference between the Aries channel and the one that I posted yesterday. Same cards. This was wild. But anyway, that's your message. Now the throat chakra is also operative. Now Mama Kaya look like she got your back, boo. I said in the beginning in it too. And it did say that you can have everything that you want. Yeah. Confirmation. Hit the like button for you, girl.